This is all just from some of the metal from one pin. After quite a bit of hard work, there's the hole. Got 2 cuts. And finally, it's a little hot still. I'm gonna get the. Probably gonna have to hit it with the hammer. Oh, it might be that way. There it is. There's part of it. Hope that part will come out as easy. Get a hammer and try it. Now, after the pins, after we got them out, drilled them and cut them, I lost the other half to this one. You can see this one, I made the mistake of drilling in from this side and drilling all the way across with a small bit. I think it was a 1/2 inch bit all the way. And when I got to this side, it wasn't centered, so I had a real issue. I couldn't get the big bit centered. So I drilled the big bit in as far as I could reach this way. I had a heck of a time getting that one apart. I think what I did is I drilled another hole over here and cut it so the sawzall blade would fit, so I could cut the pin in half. This one was a little bit better, obviously. What I did is I drilled a small hole centered this way about halfway, and then went from this side about halfway, and then I slowly went bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until finally the 3/4 inch bit went this way and then that way. And that's where the video of me pulling. I think I pulled this part out in the video. And then after the video ended, this one was a little hard to get out because it's a 3/4 chunk. Normally I would cut these directly in half like I did with this one, and then they come out much easier. But I thought with the sawzall it was easier for me to cut down and sideways than it was to cut upside, push up on the sawzall. I thought this would work. So what I ended up doing is making another cut in it. I didn't get all the way through, but I made it thin enough that then I could take a chisel and hit right here. You can see the marks. And that kind of crushed it down a little bit and allowed it to come out. So now this is after. I'll probably put pictures up. We tried heating it with a torch, beating it with a hammer, a big sledgehammer. We tried putting a 20-ton press on it. Nothing we did would even make it budge, not even a little bit. So this was the last resort for me. This is the way I do it. I know they sell those things that'll burn out the center of them, but they want like $500 or $600 for them things. I think we got the bits for, I don't know, $15 or $20. I ended up going through 2 3/4 inch bits. The first one was from Tractor Supply. It went dull. Probably about that far in on the first one. And then the second bit was DeWalt, and it did all the rest of this plus that whole thing, and I think it's still got some life left in it. It's just one of those black bits. The one from Tractor Supply was supposed to be a nice one. So anyhow, if you ever need to get a pin out and nothing else is working, this is like last resort. Drill a hole through it and cut it in half. I went with a 3/4 inch bit because the sawzall blade was about 1 inch, and drilling a 1 inch hole was just too difficult. Because this pin is only 1 1/8, so I would only had a 1/8 inch of play to work with a 1 inch bit.